you can introduce yourself. Um, right. Let me introduce myself. My name is Ratnesh, and me and my wife Aditi, me both started working with or being with rather children way back 1999. Uh, and we didn't know anything about children or about learning or about education. We had no idea, except for that we had done our own schooling college, like most of us. And we just wanted to see, hey, how will it be to be with children? And we wanted to learn from them, what do they want, rather than go through a course and actually then start working with them. So within, let's say, 2 3 years, it did take some time, but within 2 3 years or 4 years, actually, um, the children taught us a whole lot of things. And what was most interesting was those whole lot of things were not in line with what was happening in the world, or at least in the world that we were aware of. Most of the things that they taught us about them was not how, let's say, the schools or the colleges or the whole system worked. Um I want to share a couple of things that they taught us about children, and we work with all ages, right from 2 3 years to 21 years. So teenagers as well as toddlers and the whole spectrum. Um, so two main things. There are thousands of insights. We'll share some other time, but let's focus on two main things. The first one, the first thing that they told us very, very emphatically is that they like doing things that they like doing. Does that make sense? They like doing things that they like doing. Yeah, that was so simple, but it was so powerful. That if I try to bring in a whole lot of things, no, they want to do what they like to do, and when they like to do when they get into what they like to do, they're like fully into it. They can spend hours, days, months, even years, just doing what they like doing. And then the day they find that, okay, I don't more no more like doing it, that thing is kept on one side, and then they're into something else. Or maybe within a day they're into 10 things, but all those 10 things that they like doing. So that was very powerful. We said, wow, if they are liking doing something, then why are we stopping them from our own structures? The second thing that they taught us was that they have all the resources that they need to learn, to grow, to be the human being they are. Yeah. They have all the resources. I'm not talking about physical resources. Obviously, none of us have all the physical resources. Yeah, but they have all the internal resources that they need to make their life meaningful for themselves, including whatever professional, including social, including emotional, everything they have. They are packed with they came in this world packed with resources. Now that's what we started thinking. Oh, if this is the case, then why do we need to create a super system on top of their existing amazing system? Right? So each child is like a learning machine by itself, and why are we going to superimpose? So that's when we thought we will create a space where obviously we started with our daughter, but we thought we'll create a space where children can do both these things. They can do what they want to do. They can do one thing all day, 10 things all day, but they will decide what they want to do. And the second thing that they would use their own resources, their own ways of learning. Somebody would go and check out YouTube. Somebody would go to check out um, other people. They will ask somebody to teach them or show them, and somebody could just do it by themselves and keep making mistakes and keep learning out of it, just the way a toddler learns mother tongue or learns how to walk or learns so many things without necessarily being taught at all. Right? So that's the power and the beauty which they start showing when they're 6 months old, when they're 8 months old, when they're 1 year old. That's like they are the power machine of learning, and they're doing it all of their on their own. They're grasping everything from their environment, decoding a complete language, its syntax, its grammar, its sentence making, vocabulary, everything. And we think we need to teach them, or we need to give them gyan, or we need to create something so that they learn. So all of that we pushed aside, and it's been a beautiful journey since then. Formally, we started Aarohi in 2008 when my daughter was around 8 9 years old. And yeah, it's been a beautiful journey since then. So many children, so many families we have worked with. And talking about my children, I have two. My daughter is now 27, married, um, and in her own space now. And my son is 21. And both of them have not gone to school, not gone to college, no 10th, no 12th, no degrees, no certificates. And so have many other children at Aarohi. And they're thoroughly enjoying their life, doing what they like doing, and and becoming professional by themselves. They don't have to go through anything. They don't need a paper to prove their capabilities, because they can prove their capabilities by their work, by what they do. And the good thing is that the world today, the economic world, the industrial world, is very ready, very welcoming for people like who are self-driven, who are always raring to go and do something, right? Who are not like need somebody to kind of tell them, okay, now you better do this. So that's the welcome we get from the industry also. So that's a little not so little long introduction from my side. What I will do is, I will run you all through a very quick kind of presentation, just to give you an idea about, a little more about child-based education and little about Aarohi. Um, we call it child-based education, but you can call it homeschooling, unschooling, open learning, open schooling, travel schooling, people schooling, whatever schooling, non-schooling, whatever you want to call them. The names don't matter. There are so many words. The point is that, are we as per what the child needs, or are we as per, what we think the child needs? So there's a big difference in what the child is needing and wanting, and what are we needing and wanting. So yeah, the whole idea is, yes, can the learning of the child be led by the child? Only led. The child will need, obviously, more people, resources, things to kind of navigate this whole journey. Yeah. So let me run through this presentation. I see a raised hand. I just request, keep your questions handy, and would love to explore your questions also. But let me run through this small presentation, give you an overview, and let me see how fast I can do it, so that we can get more into the dialogue mode. Yeah. Okay. So yeah. What are we talking about? We're talking about child-based education. As I said, it can have any name: homeschooling, unschooling, whatever, whatever. But finally, it's about the child. It's not about something else, right? So people ask, when I talk about this, a lot of people ask, hey, so but what will the child learn? What is the curriculum? Well, the curriculum is very simple. It's built around whatever the child is interested in. And because the child is interested in so many different things, and so many different things in life is so beautiful. How can we say five things are academics? No, 5 million things are academics. If one child learns to do crochet, that's academics for him, and so on. Right? So everything in this world suddenly becomes equal. Everything that the child wants to explore, whether kite flying, or whether understanding how rockets work, or understanding how football works, or so on, the child has decided that that is what becomes the child's total joy of doing and learning. Yeah. So that's the curriculum. What brings joy to the child? The second thing is, people think, hey, that means there's no structure. We say absolutely not. In fact, it is far more structured, because the child is structuring every single day of his life: day, week, month, year. So children make their own detailed plans, obviously dynamic plans, because the plans keep changing. I may plan 10 things in a day, end up doing only one thing. I may plan one thing in a day and end up doing 10 other things, simply because I liked somebody else doing something. That's human beings, right? So but it's their plan, it's their day, it's their life. So they start taking the responsibility of their day, their learning, their growth, what they want to grasp, what they want to go into. And obviously they are supported by all of us around them. Yeah. Including parents, including the community, including the world. Actually, the world is really, really, really wanting to support us. If we go to the world and say, support us, that is the best part. The third thing is, how does learning happen then? Yeah, meaning I can find anybody to teach me. As I said, YouTube can teach me, book can teach me, just my doing can teach me. So teaching isn't about teacher. Teaching is about me, because I want to learn what is of importance to me. And when it is related to what I'm doing, so I could be learning, let's say, how to calculate in baking, or how to, or in running, or in my games, or whatever, board games, or whatever else am I wanting to do. But more importantly, it is meaningful. Just like when we join a job, then we learn at the job, and most of us have learned at the job whatever our job consisted, and that means that that's natural, because it suddenly is meaningful, is application based. I'm applying it on a day to day basis. So just like adults learn at the job, children learns at the job. That's the whole idea of learning. What about assessment, people ask? Well, idea is simple. I assess myself, and which means that I use a lot of self reflection. Self reflection help again happening on a daily basis. I can progress my own, I can track my own progress, or I can build my own portfolio to see what all I am doing, how all I am doing. And obviously, I can seek feedback from anybody and everybody. If I write a story, I can send it to somebody who's good at stories. If I make an artwork, I can send it to an artist. If I write a code, I can send to a programmer. So the whole idea is, even seeking feedback comes from me. Nobody else is just overlooking my notebook and seeing whether I'm good or not. Not at all. It's the other way around. Each one is coming forward and saying, hey, look at this. Tell me, what do you think? How can I do it better? And so on. So it comes, the assessment also comes from them. And in that sense, life, day, everything becomes an exam. Every day is an exam. You get up and you think today you will make this, and it's an exam, because chances are you will fail. And we fail in most of our exams on a day-to-day basis. Yeah, just the cookies I baked yesterday came out so hard I couldn't even eat them. So I failed in the cookie test yesterday. But that's part of life. Finally, people ask, oh, what about professions? How do they earn money? Well, exactly. They earn money because they can lead their own professional journeys. Yes, if they want to jump into 10, 12 degrees, that's absolutely available. They can at any time give 10th or 12th. They can anytime get a degree if they want to. But if they just want to lead their own passion to profession kind of journey, then they can do that. And industry is more than welcome, and that makes all options available to children. They can move here, there. It's not like that I'm stuck with something. I can decide my choices and plan my own journey. um, uh, Also, it allows me to immerse in one domain and see, is this the domain I would like to work with. There's this one girl, Ashwati. She was very fascinated by movies, and she was very deeply into movies. She would watch every movie with great detail. So she said, I want to experience this. So she worked 1 year at the age of, I think, 17, with a movie director, and did a lot of work in that 1 year with the director in the movie industry. And after 1 year, decided, no, I don't want to be part of the movie industry. Right? And then she moved on to something else. So that's the beauty. I can actually immerse myself into something and then decide whether I want this or not, rather than getting stuck with a degree and now I somehow have to make sense of it. In any case, many of us leave our degrees somewhere and we do something else in our professionally in our life. So how does it matter? Why are we running behind degrees? I don't know. But if somebody wants and needs a degree for a certain thing, great. You can go ahead and acquire that also. So that's about child-based education in a little nutshell. So what does Aarohi do? Aarohi offers uh, companionship, relationship, a community, a meaningful relationship for each child to discover, develop, and nurture. So we are there to support every child in their journey. When I say we, all the people in Aarohi, the children, the other children, parents, and all of us form one group, one community for each child. And obviously, the child is going to explore what is inside him or her, right? Their own strengths and capabilities and talents. How does it happens in Aarohi? How does learning happens or education happens? So very simply, the child decides. So starting from the top left quadrant, the child decides what I want to do. The child designs, as in things. Okay, how do I want to do it? If I want to make a painting, what do I want to make? Oil, color, which will I look for some visuals, or will I do it from my imagination? Will I seek some guidance? Whatever. That's the design part. Then goes ahead and does that, and then reflects back. How was it? Good, bad, ugly? Do I want to do more? Do I want to do less? Whatever. And obviously, the reflection will include feedback. So that is how education happens in ROE. There are two components. There's learning. Learning means something which I don't know and I want to know. Suppose I don't know crochet and I explore crochet. Now I'm learning how to do crochet. Development is something which I already have, like all my emotions and all my qualities and all my strengths, including my muscles. So the more I do them, the more I develop them. So these are development is what I already have inside me, which is very important. And all of this happens in an environment of interdependence where we are supporting each other. Each child is supporting another child. All children are supporting each other. All parents are supporting all the children and all the parents. So it's like a big community where a whole lot of interdependence is happening in many, many, many different ways. You have a pushing, pulling, suggesting, kicking, fighting with each other to kind of whatever help each other possibly grow, right? Uh, so just in again to say what exactly happens at Aarohi, well, as we already talked about, yes, there is a dynamic learning plan made for that child. The child makes that plan. We only help polish it. Then we match all together, help the child bring up resources, projects, explorations, resource people to explore whatever they have planned. From there, we also do a lot of real world experiences. We travel a lot, meet a lot of people, go out and do a lot of different things in the world and challenge ourselves, fail a lot, and explore. And also, very importantly, we explore a lot of inside world. We give a lot of importance to personal self, developing and understanding my emotions, my own leadership of myself, my social relationships, my myself, because that's the myself is the only person who would be with me in this journey. I may keep changing professions, subjects, whatever, but I will be always with me in this journey. And we also offer finally the passion to profession journey, which I was talking about, where you don't need to go into a college, but you go ahead and actually do become a professional by doing work with the industry. So that's a little about Arohi. Just a clarification, if any child wants to go back into 10th, 12th or going back to college, that's absolutely possible. Like you see Radhika there, she gave 10th, 12th and went back to college. Or the other way around, where you don't go to any 10th, 12th or college, your choice which is the Skanda on the right hand side of the slide with his mom, who is now a professional in his field without doing any 10th, 12th or college. Yeah, so both the options are available. What is Arohi? We are a community of families who have been doing this for over so many years, right? We started in 2008, so many families who are part of the journey. Uh, what does Aarohi offer as options? Broadly, two options. The first option is we have a campus. We have a campus which is kind of near to Bangalore, about 60 kilometers from Bangalore, but in Tamil Nadu. So it's in a village near Hosur. So children can come and be here. They stay here. They can go back on weekends to their home, but weekdays we all stay together. Parents can come and stay here. So for older children can stay independently, typically 8, 9 and above, and 3 to 8 to 10-year parents can also come as parent-child combinations. Even parents of the older children can come and stay. We love parents being at the campus because they become another learner, another explorer. Yeah. So that's the Arohi campus, and everybody is invited to come and taste Arohi and taste this child-based education by experiencing it. Come over, stay with us for a week, then you will get the idea of what I am talking about. Because all this is words. When you come here, you also become a learner. Then you see how this learning, how this education happens. So that's an invitation to all of you. Any family can come and stay with us for a week. Yeah. The other option that we have is for supporting families who are in their own cities, in their own towns, but they want to be part of this group of parents, like-minded parents. So that's the Arohi Deep, where we meet online on a daily basis and do a lot of different things, which you can then do with your child. So this online community is only for parents. It's like a cohort, a group of like-minded parents meeting, discussing, coming up with lots of ideas and doing lots of things together. Both these options, being at the campus and Arohi Deep, is for a year minimum because we need sustained work to actually create that magic and create that power inside each one of us. We also have a very interesting and a very kind of shaking program called Jagriti. As the word suggests, it is a shaking program. It's a transformative program. It's a program to really shake you up. That's why we call it unparenting, unlearning. We discard all our old notions, not discard, disturb all our old notions to create new windows, new perspectives, new ways of understanding. This is a shorter program. This is again an online program for parents and teachers or educators, and this is a 11 session program. So this is the only short program. The other two are minimum one. Yeah, yeah, right. So that's pretty much what I wanted to share. We always feel that we shouldn't be worried about where will the child, what will the child do, where will the child do. Just like this bird who isn't worried about where she is perching. She's only thinking about how can I make my wings stronger. And that's the whole idea of education, to make the child powerful. The child already is actually discover the child's power. And then the child can figure out what he or she wants to do in their life. Right. So let me stop sharing and thank you for patiently listening to me. Would love to have more people on video so that now we can interact, chit chat, whatever, if you have questions or thoughts. So please, more people join in on video audio. But if you just can't join on video audio, that's okay. You can still use chat. Feel free to ask questions. Okay, Nikita is asking, ever thought of opening another campus in North India? Nikita, we already have a campus in North India, your home. Every home is a beautiful campus. Why are we thinking we need some big campus? Oh, come on. The whole world is yours. The whole universe is yours. We tell every child, you are the center of the universe. Now go ahead. Why are we talking about cities? We should be thinking about universe. My child lives in a universe. My child doesn't live in a city or a home. Home is just a place to anchor, to drop my anchor. But the rest of the world is mine. So if you start thinking like that, then you don't need locations, right? Yes, we have one location and we don't want any more locations. We are very clear. Every home is a beautiful campus, and people around your home, both inside, outside your home, within 1 kilometers, 10 kilometers, 100 kilometers, 1,000 kilometers, all are available to you. Everybody is, think about it. If you are saying, oh, I don't have I heard somebody in the introduction says, we don't have a community here. No, 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 no. Everybody in your city is your community. Think like that. And then approach them like that, and you will see what beautiful gifts everybody has to give to you. People are dying to give their gifts to us. We are not only approaching them. We think, no, he will send to a class, or he will go there, or she will do this. Then only life will become. No, 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 no. People are so beautiful. Let's approach them. Let's approach uh, whoever we like to approach. And there's so many people. Yeah. So Divya wanted to know where is the location. Yeah, the location is near Bangalore. It's near a city called Hosur, but it's in a village. It's a wild campus. It's a residential campus because there's to commute to any other place. It's difficult on a day-to-day basis. So some parents have also taken up a home near to our village, and they're living there so that their children can come here on a daily basis. So that option is also there. They've actually shifted, relocated, especially in today's world when people can work a lot from home and things like that. So that's, yeah. Okay, let me pause
Um,
now. Enough of me talking. Please go
yeah,
ahead.
I
Share
have
your
something to
thoughts.
say.
Yes, please. Go ahead.
So you had mentioned that 3 to 8 years child, they attend once a week in a month,
1 week in a month. Yeah.
or just a week. And is there anything like the kid can come even if he's like say below 8, like he's like 7 year old? So they
Mhm.
come there, they be a part of it on daily basis. That's not a possibility.
Yeah, but the parent need to be here with the child
Okay,
of that age.
okay,
Parent need to be at the child unless you want to shift close by, and then the child is going back home every day.
okay, okay.
Yeah, the
So that's
younger
a possibility. If we are close by, living close by, then the child can come on a daily basis and come back to the
Yeah,
place.
if you shift close by, yes, yes, yes. That
Okay,
is it.
okay.
Yeah. Otherwise, this possibilities, if you are, let's say, Bangalore based or something like that, this possibility is also interesting that you come here for 1 or 2 weeks in every month, and
Mhm.
the rest of the time you're also at home because home is also such an
Okay.
amazing place. We
Yes,
don't want to
yes.
discount that, and so you get best of both the places.
Okay, okay. Thanks. For
Yeah. So what I would suggest, again, request, if you are excited, interested in whatever I've been talking about till now, come stay with us for a week, experience how
Okay.
what happens, see if you're vibe with this community, vibe with this whole idea, and
Mm-hmm.
yes, if it vibes, great. We can see how we can take it forward.
Thank
So for parents staying there, uh, how do you give, like, is there a residential quarters where the parents, individual families stay?
No, no, we don't have an option for the family to stay separately. We all, first of all, we all live together. Okay, so think of it like one building where everybody is packed in, including if you come for a week, including grandparents, including children, including adults, everybody lives together. It's like one train bogie, if you can think of, everybody is together. Yeah, we are always together. We plan our day together. We eat together. We wash toilets together. We do everything together. Yeah, like one big large family. So if you come as a parent, you stay with us. You're just part of that group. Even when you come for a week stay, you will be part of the whole group, right? But if your family wants to shift in, then as I was telling you, the family, there's no living quarters or anything. So as a family, then you will have to take up a space outside and stay. That is one option. If you are coming with the child, just one parent coming with the child, and you are on and off coming, then you keep coming on and off whenever you feel like coming. Whichever week you feel like coming, you come. Whichever week you don't come, you don't come. Then for that one week, you are here just like the whole group. You're staying with the whole group. More better, you will understand when you come and stay for a week. Then you will get a better idea.
Thank you.
Okay, Kritika is asking. I want her to explore many things to find her passion. Um, so Kritika, see, even if you don't want, she will explore and she will find her passion. So maybe the first thing we need to remove is this "I want" in your sentence. You should say, my kid is already exploring things and already finding her passion. When she will find her passion, who knows? I don't know if all of us have found our passions or not in life. So it's not about an age thing. The children by design are already exploring, already enjoying, already doing things. I think, which is why we do that Jagrati program that I was talking. I think we need to remove this I from the equation. The moment if you remove the I from the equation, the child is full on, and then we need to sit back and enjoy. You see, we are so much worried about teaching children that we forget to enjoy how they do things, how they build themselves. Those little things, like how my child learned a complete language. See, your child is 2.3, Kritika. By now, she would have learned at least one language. How did she learn it? Have you wondered? Have you seen that little piece, how it started from one word, then a broken sentence, then a full sentence, then a grammatically correct sentence? Everything she did on her own. Yes, the exposure was required, but the exposure is anywhere there around for everything. It's not like science is hidden in some labs. Science is happening right in my breath. If I do, it becomes hot, it becomes cold. See, science is right here in my mouth. And I can explore this also. Why is it happening that when I make my mouth big, it is warm, it is cold, right? So it is not that I have to go somewhere to learn something. It's right there, and your child is already doing it. So please enjoy is my only advice to you, right? And we need to learn that. We need to, or rather unlearn how to enjoy a child rather than thinking, oh, I need to do this, oh, I need to do that. I don't know if I came across to you, but that's where I would suggest start with Jagrati program. That will shake you up. That will show you how amazing the child is. Right? First, we need to hold the child in that space. Then the rest will happen. Yeah, so I've posted the link for the experience if anybody wants to come for a week. Uh, yeah, that's the link. Yeah, more questions, more thoughts.
Hi, sir.
Um,
I would
Yeah, go ahead, Ankita.
I would like to know if we are homeschooling children, how would they develop social skills? Like, how would they make friends?
Okay, how would they make friends? I don't know the how part, but they make friends when they want to make friends with whomever they want to make friends. If there are,
Okay.
right, if I want friends with the child that I see outside, or child of a neighbor, I'll just go and make friends with them if I want to, or with the group playing down. Or if I want to make friends with a 50-year-old, I can make that also. Or with a grandparent of 85 years old, I can make friends. So social relationships, first of all, aren't bound by ages. A 10-year-old could be playing with a 5-year-old, with a 15-year-old, with a 50-year-old, with an 85-year-old, isn't it? And in the same day. So social relationships aren't bound by age or geography. It is only bound by do I want to? And different children have different needs at different ages. Some are very social, some don't want to be social, and that's absolutely fine. Again, we need to recognize what this child wants rather than having some general notion about social relationship. In any case, even in this group, I'm sure there are different. As adults, we are different. Not everybody wants lots of friends. Maybe we are good with one or two friends or few friends, and some of us want a lot of friends. Some of us want to go to a lot of places, meet a lot of people. So we are all different. And that is what is child based education, where we are understanding what are this child's social needs. Yeah. And then inviting the child to see how the child wants to explore that.
Thank you so much, sir.
Okay. A few questions in the chat. I'll take them up. Deepika, how do you take part in Jagrati program? Okay, let me post the link. There you go. You can just register. Next batch is June. One batch is going on. The 66th batch. We started this program in 2002, long, 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 long back. So it's still going strong. 66th batch is going on. 67th is in June. You can go to this link, register already for the 67th batch. And it's an online program, 11 sessions, but very, very intense. Yeah, so you have to just mentally be ready. Okay, we are going for a full roller coaster, right? So that's for you, Deepika. Priyanka is asking, after opting for deep, is 1 week stay at campus open for the child? Priyanka, 1 week stay campus is open to anybody. It's got nothing to do with the deep program, but it cannot be just for the child. It is for the family, the first week. Then if you want, if depending on the age of the child, if you want the child to be here on a regular basis, then the child has to join for 1 year, whether the child comes with the parent or the child is you know there. All the information about deep is available. Let me share the deep link also. uh, Everything is there, all fees, all contributions, so to say. We don't work with fees, we are a trust, so we work with contributions. And yeah, you can the good thing is you can join any of these initiatives, both the deep and the campus, at any point of time. It's not like there is a starting date or only Jagrati program, since it's a conducted program, it happens at a certain, like a batches. Okay. Divya is saying, yeah, Divya. So you have a fear that you wouldn't be able to, guide them. Is that your fear? Uh, how about turning it around? How about saying homeschooling or child-based education is about child guiding me? Now, do you think your child will be able to guide you? Think about it. Have you ever thought about it that way? It's not about me guiding the child. It's about child guiding me and me actually listening, observing, understanding the child. I will tell you, I've been trying to sell one thing to the world for my last 25 years, and I've been very unsuccessful in. You know what I've been trying to sell? To every parent, I've been trying to sell their child. I'm saying, have belief in your child, have faith in your child. The child is power packed. But we are thinking about outside world. We are thinking, I need to teach the child. Oh, come on. The child needs to teach us, Divya. I have learned so much from children all this while.
Yeah.
Deepest, deepest gratitude to all the children who have been part of my life. So it's the other way around. The moment you hold the child as the guru and not you the guru, there is then you can actually enjoy. then you can actually make. And but it's not like that you are not there. You're still there as a co-passenger, isn't it? You're still together. The beauty of holding the child as a guru is you are still there as a disciple, or the child is the leader, you are the follower. You're still together. And some places the child will ask you to be the leader. Fair enough. So we keep playing this leader follower guru shishya game. But the idea is that we are together, and that's the best part. And again, this doesn't mean that you have to spend a lot of time. It's not about time. It's about this relationship, the relationship of holding each other at par, that we are all equal. She or he has an amazing capability to learn, and I also have an amazing capability to learn, not to teach, to learn. And both of us will learn together, whatever we need to.
Hi, I would also like to know how, like, since we aren't a structured institution, how do we build a curriculum for the children?
We don't build the curriculum for children. The child builds the curriculum for himself. The child decides what I want to do. So the child wakes up and says, today I want to fly kites, and I want to write a poem, and I want to bake some cookies, and I want to play football, and I want to do tree climbing, and I also want to do a little bit of quilling or crochet, and I want to watch the birds, and I want to play frisbee, and I want to, like this. Are you getting it?
But wouldn't that become like if we encourage, to all their needs and wants, like whatever they want to learn, won't they become confused to what to stick to, like when they grow up?
They, but they don't need to stick to anything. Na? The stickiness, if at all, will come when we reach, let's say, some 20, 25, 30 years age. That's when we probably need to stick to one thing. That also I'm not sure. I would disagree with that statement, which I am only making. I think even at that time we
Sticking
can
to one
explore a
thing,
lot of things, but the stickiness comes when they are ready for that stickiness. So typically, we have seen that when they reach their ages of around 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, that's when they start thinking, I want to be a professional in this field. And now I want to deep dive into it, spend 8, 10, 15, 20, 25 hours in a day doing that one thing. Okay, and that's when they connect with industry, do projects, earn money in it, and see, is this something I want to do for my life? And if the answer is yes, good, they keep doing it. If the answer is no, they try something else. So that's the passion to profession journey, right? So that's how the journey starts. But when even then there is no need of stickiness. I'll give you a quick example. My son at 13 said he wants to play football. Till 18, 4.5 almost years, he was playing football very intensely, 365 a days. He would not come for family trips. He would say, no, I don't want to leave my football. He would not go to festivals. No, I want to play football. And then 18.5, he suddenly decides one day, end of football. Thank you very much, football. Now I'm moving ahead in life to something else. And 10 days later, he is deep diving into another field. Because in those 5 years, he's become so strong from inside to be able to think, do whatever he wants to do. He knows he has the power. So what if he is changing his field? So why are we so worried about stickiness? In any case, half the world keeps changing their professions and moved away from whatever was supposed to be sticky.
So sorry, from stickiness, what I meant to say was stability. Like even if I'm switching the job, I know that there is a stability in whatever field I'm choosing.
The stability
But
is inside, Ankita. The stability doesn't need to be outside. The world will keep changing, things will keep changing. I may keep changing jobs, professions, whatever, or I may not change. Even then, in my life, people will keep changing. Life is never a constant. Yeah. So it's not about outside world. It's the stability needs to be inside. That's why I need to work on myself. We have this concept of container and content. I am the container, and the contents in me are different things that I do. Right? It's like a box. The contents keep changing, but the container needs to be then stable, the strong, the understanding oneself. What is strong and stable is when I understand myself. And how will I understand myself if every day I need to do what others are telling me? Then there's no understanding myself. Then I'm simply fulfilling other people's dictum that, okay, do this much. You're not good. You're only scored 6 out of 10. Now you better do more. then I'm not understanding myself. I'm only trying to reach up to that 10 out of 10 or A plus or whatever it is. Okay, some questions
Thank
from the chat. Let me pick up. Aarti is asking, will you allow us? Okay, Aarti, there's no allowing you. We love parents to be in the campus because parents are as amazing learners and then they add more energy to the whole thing. So we to keep begging to parents, come, 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 stay, 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 be part, be part. Why are you sitting at home and earning so much? Don't earn so much. Come here, be with us and help us enjoy life more. Don't earn so much. We keep telling this to our parents. So absolutely, parents are definitely part of the community. More the merrier. That is why some of the parents have shifted also close by, because then the parents can keep coming every day. Not just the child coming. Parents can drop in for some hours. Maybe they need to do some earning also. That's good. But they are also coming here and spending time. So a lot of different people find different ways of coming and staying here. So absolutely, parents are the most welcome people. Uh, and parents don't just parent themselves, sorry, their child. The parents end up parenting all of us, including me. Right? So that's the beauty. Right? Vishalakshi is asking, are there vacation breaks? Yeah, Vishalakshi, so we don't work like vacation breaks. We all sit together and design our whole year. So this year, the group decided to have 8 weeks working and 2 weeks home weeks, we call them. So 8 weeks we work and 2 weeks everybody goes home. In any case, people staying close by can go on a weekend. And in any case, any week I don't want to come here, I can be at home. Or any week I don't want to go home, I can be here. So everything is very open and actually planned by the family. Let's say an aunt is coming from somewhere. Hey, my aunt is coming, I'm not coming this week. Okay, no problem. Why is there a problem? Your aunt is as much beautiful part of your learning environment than anybody else. So there is absolutely no um, uh, you know, uh, no fixed structure. Each child designs his or her journey. Yeah. Badrinath is asking, what are your inspirations? Inspiration is children, Badrinath. If you observe children, that's how they learn, right? I can guarantee you that's how we also learn. We learn what excites us, and then we are ready to dive into it, spend time into it, find our own resources, own guides, own mentors. Don't we do that at this age? And don't a 2-year-old do that? You don't have to look far. Look into yourself. The most cherished learnings of yours, you would have gained it because you wanted it. Yeah, not some book gave it to you. In the sense, even if it a book gave you, you wanted to read that book, you wanted to explore that subject. So there is no need for any inspiration. We ourselves and our children are our inspiration. There are also a lot of references. There are a lot of people who have done this kind of journey across the world. If and if you actually read about most of the so-called prominent educators or educator thinkers or educator philosophers, whether it's Jiddu Krishnamurti, whether it's Vivekananda, whether it is uh, a whole lot of Indians, even Rabindranath Tagore, or you go abroad and think in terms of Leather, Piaget, Dewey, Vygotsky, so many people. I'm just saying, you read, all of them are actually talking about this. Nobody is talking about the curriculum based education. But that's okay. We have nothing against the curriculum education. Whoever likes it, whoever wants to do it that way, great. But we are just saying that's only an option. You always have the option to work with the child and be with the child, and yeah, let the journey be child based. So that's the beauty. And at any time you can switch from this to this or that to that. So there's no problem in that. So many people have done that. Yeah, more questions.
Hi again. So when it comes to an institutional based education, so we have an idea how to plan financially for it. Like now, if I know an average fees of a school, let's say it's approximately 50,000, and with a 10% increment every year, I know how to plan my financials. But when it comes to unschooling, how do I know? Like, how do I plan my financials in this?
Okay, so that's an interesting question. And who should plan for the financials?
We as parent.
Why? Why not we as family? Why not the child involved in it?
Okay, even if the child is planning, like
Huh.
if a
So,
child
so
wants to
let's
do
start there.
something.
No, 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 wait. Not even if they, so let's start. First of all, we plan as a family. Right? The whole family is planning, and then work from there, and then see. Okay, that so as part of that planning that we talked about, money is also a resource, isn't it? Just a resource, right? So we can think about, okay, what do I want to do? How do I want to do? Do I want to spend on this or do I want to spend on this? What is my budget? How do I plan? Okay, if I want to plan for 1 year or 3 years or 5 years or 10 years, depending on your need as a family. Suppose I want to plan for 1 year, so I can decide, okay, my budget by 50,000. I want to do it on a shoestring budget, 10,000. I will just, if at all I need, where do I need to spend? Actually, you really think there's hardly any need to spend on anything. If you want to learn, everything is available today. In fact, today's world, you don't need to spend on anything at all. If you think about it, if you have just maybe just one device with one internet connection, you have literally the whole world at your feet. If you want information and knowledge and AI and no more and whatnot, and then people are also available. So there are so many options. There are so many ways. Again, the finances become dynamic and they become interesting, and they don't remain something that I just plan and keep aside. The whole world is trying to sell, plan your finances, I have a policy also for you. And why should I plan my finances in that sense? Why can't be it be as evolving as my needs and wants, and I can see how I can manage it. How can I reach out to it? How can I even find a sponsor when I need to? Why not? Yeah, how can I convince the other person that please do this for me for, let's say, free or at a very discounted rate, right? Why not? It's possible. Okay, especially there are models of volunteering, internships, especially once the child is, let's say, 13, 14 plus, where you don't really need to spend. You can even go and stay at places and work there, right? So there are beautiful models which we have not embraced. We only think in terms of paying and then getting something. No, 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 no. So, yeah, finances itself is a beautiful way to explore our lives. Is our life only this way that it has to be pay and get, or is there more to life? That's why the term interdependence. Okay, Lokesh, can child? No, there's no option of 2 months, dear. Either you come for a week, you experience it, then if you want, it has to be minimum a year. Because we need to work with the child, we need to understand the child, we need to observe the child, which is what I was telling for parents also to do. And it takes time. It can't be just done in 1 or 2 months. It takes time for us to understand the child to understand the group, to build relationships. It has to be a sustained thing. It can't be a one-off thing that you stay. Also realize when a child is thinking of 1 or 2 months, so parent also thinking, then there's a short-term frame of mind. That's a very different frame of mind as opposed to thinking that I'm here for a year. So now let me think about a year and what all I can do with it. So then the relationship is very, very different. So no, sorry, there is no option for a short-term stay of a child or a parent. It has to be for a year minimum.
No, sir. School will be disconnected now, sir.
Sorry?
That's what. Oh, is studying in fifth standard. Oh, sixth standard school will be disconnected now. That's what.
Yeah. So if you're part of Aarohi, you will have to say bye bye to the school. You can't do school and child-based education at the same time. It doesn't make sense. So once you say bye bye to the school, then the child is free. Then the child can be here for a year. I think you're on mute or something. I can't hear you. Meanwhile, Kritika is asking age restrictions for 1 week stay in the campus. No, no, no. There's as such no age restrictions. How old are your children, Kritika? If you tell me, I can guide you better. Okay. So, Kritika, what I would personally suggest is when your child is that young, is don't come to the campus. Don't hurry with that option. Okay. Right now, the child is anyway exploring beautifully at your home and wherever you are traveling for whatever you are traveling. Keep it that way. When your child becomes 5, 6, 7, then it will be much more beneficial. If you right now bring the child, first of all, you will be all the time taking care of the child, and the child will also not really be able to understand this whole because the child is anyway doing this. The child is anyway doing child-based education. At 2 years, you are anyway following whatever the child says I want to do, right? I don't think you can command a 2-year-old to do what you want to do, right? Which is why I'm saying for that age group, start with Jagriti program. Work on yourself, and that will make a bigger difference to the child at home, rather than thinking that somebody, some other place will help you. So let's first understand ourselves. Start with yourself, and then as the child is growing, learn from the child more and more. And then as the child reaches an age, maybe 5 6 7, when the child can come here and actually enjoy this place, and then you can also enjoy this place as an independent learner, not going behind the child, that's when you come. So for very younger children like your child, we normally recommend not to come, and come when your
Not to
child is,
come, sir.
for younger children, yeah. Once the child is older, then the child can also really get value from this space.
From which standard we can put, sir? For which age we can put come to
From
that
9 years upwards.
9 year is now 12 12 age,
Yes,
fifth
so
standard.
nine upwards. Nine upwards.
Uh, is
Nine upwards can stay
next.
independently. Yeah.
Okay. We cannot stay 2 months, sir. Oh,
No 2 months option.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Welcome.
I have a question.
Sure.
Are there teachers or is it a self-learning community? Or the parents can take up any teaching role there? And are they recruited as proper teachers or any other kind of work in the community? Do you recruit parents to work there?
Yeah. So first of all, I would say first we should actually just come for a week. Then you think all these things. It's too early for you to think about all of these things. But if you are saying, are there teachers here? No, we are not teachers here. Is there a team which kind of holds this space together? Yes, we have a team of mentors. I'm one of them. And we all work. And we all can be, a mentor can also be a parent. Initially, when you join, first you have to understand the learning, right? And this space. And then if you are close and part of this learning space, and at some point of time you want to be part of the team, we can see if there's a need and a want, it can match up. But it's not like there's no teacher here, there's no teaching here at all, right? A child can find teacher in anybody, in another child, in any adult of this world. So there is no teacher kind of a job or a position. Yes, we are a team of mentors or facilitators, whatever you want to call us, who are overall working with children. Which is why I'm again requesting all of this in theory. I don't know in words if it makes you understand. Please come over, stay with us. Then you will see what role facilitators play, what role parents play, what role children play, and what role a whole lot of other people play. So that 1 week stay is important for you to experience it, not even understand it. More importantly, experience it.
Awesome. Thank you.
Yeah.
Hi, Ratnesh. Anirudh here.
Yes. Hi, Anirudh.
So, Ratnesh, I wanted to know more about Jagriti and like what is done in those sessions, just on a high level, and what would be the time? Because then we have to be there during the sessions.
Yeah, okay. So first, let me give you the logistical details. The sessions are 8 to 10 in the night, 8 p.m. to 10 p.m., so that working people can also attend it. And it's twice a week, so it's not very heavy. It's in that sense you get it's only Tuesdays and Fridays. There are two sessions. What happens in the sessions is essentially we call it window opening. We open more windows, we get more perspectives. If you understand something in 5 different ways, if you understand, let's say, one aspect of your child in 5 different ways, we'll add 20 more or 30 more ways of understanding it, ways of looking at it. Now that your windows increase, now that your way of understanding the child and yourself as a parent increases, you can see what is more effective for you, what works for you. So it's like if I may call it, it's like a mind exploding program. It's not, we won't tell you what to do. It's not a, it's, there's no tips or techniques offered. There's no tricks. There's no solutions offered, but there's an understanding of the child, an understanding of me as a parent. That is, and because that's the most important relationship, isn't it? The parent child
Yes.
relationship. So that's what we are looking at. That can we understand in a much more broader, deeper sense. That's why we call it Jagriti. It's like an awakening. It's about how to look at it. Yeah. Um, I can share a very small video with you later on, maybe through WhatsApp, where it's just a 3 minute video. I'm sharing a little story in that, and you can get a sense of how, when we start looking at things differently, in that particular case, let's say emotions differently, then how we can actually work with the child very differently. Yeah. Again, when I say differently, doesn't mean that the way you are looking at it and the way you are working is wrong. No, 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 no. That is one way. That is fine. That is great. However, each one of us is doing our parenting is absolutely wonderful. But let's add more to it. Yeah. So it's just to empower us with more and more perspectives, more and more ways of understanding so that we can work in more and more ways with the child. That's the
And
problem.
Ritesh, one more thing which was coming to my mind was that you mentioned let the child decide. And
Mm.
I sometimes feel if I have a 6 year old and if
Sure.
I let him do things by his own ways, he would rather want to watch TV for close to 3 hours, and then maybe he would say, "Let's go cycling," and then maybe let's create a
Yes.
paper craft. So I'm
And
not
that's
very
amazing.
sure how would he kind of enhance knowledge, or how would he invite
The
things?
knowledge comes later. As I was talking about, there is a container, which is the child, and there is a content, the knowledge. Okay. Now, when the child is deciding, I want to go cycling now, I want to make out of paper, the child is first developing the container. Now, the container is so developed that it can consume any knowledge at any time that I want. Think about it. Why do you need to learn Pythagoras theorem at 8th standard? Why can't I learn at 28 or 58 if I need it? I can learn at 58 also if I need it. Anyway, I didn't need it all my life. I never used it. Though I learned something about it, kind of. I have forgotten all of that. So that's the whole point. We seem to have said that, okay, pack the child with content and then the child will be able to ready. But we are saying, no, 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 no need of worrying about the content. Let's think about the container. The contents will, whatever contents the child is choosing is the door to develop himself. And when the child develops himself, the content will keep changing. I was giving example of my son, of 5 years only football. And when he stopped football 10 years later, 10 days later, he's jumping into totally a different field which he has never touched before. And he's going full force on it. And within 1 month, he's like deep inside it. Because that's the kind of rigor he has built for himself. He used to get up at 4 o'clock for football. Right? See, he already knew how to crack anything. He just has to, what kind of effort? So he has worked on the container. Now let any content come. So he chose a different field. How did it matter? So that's the whole idea. Can we make the content so strong that, sorry, container so strong that the contents don't matter? Then you can crack anything that you want. And also, when something is meaningful, something is very close to my interest, I can learn everything connected to it. Even if I'm folding an aeroplane, a paper to, let's say, fly a small aeroplane, I have so many things in that. It's not just a paper plane. There's also a lot of physics in it. Okay. There is also a lot of weather science in it. There is also a lot of designing thinking in it. If I do this, what will happen? Tweaking, turning. If I put the flap this side, what will happen? If I stuck a chewing gum in the middle, what will happen? Right? They come up with all kinds of weird ways of making an aeroplane work. And then can I make it work more? So then I'm connecting with other people, working as a team, trying to make the aeroplane stay as high as possible in the air. You see, one little thing called a paper plane can go on for months and can teach me hundreds of things, but more importantly, develop something which is me in the whole process. Yeah, I can go to Google, I can type designs of aeroplanes, and there are like thousands of designs. And I can try and copy them, fail in 100 of them, succeed in 101st. That's the real learning. We are so worried about success. I think we should be worried about failures. If the child is not failing enough, where is education happening? It's not happening. It's merely the knowledge is downloaded through a USB cable into us. It has come downloaded. That's not knowledge. That's only information, which half of us we forget. Right? At least I have forgotten more than half of what was downloaded in me. But I have retained what is really meaningful for me.
Got it. Thank you. Thanks a lot.
Most welcome. Okay. Anybody, maybe 6:11. We normally do this 5 to 6. Maybe I can take, if there is any one or two more questions. Okay, there are a couple of more chat messages. Let me have a look. Okay, no, that's okay. So maybe I can take a last question and then we can pause for today. Just a reminder, I've already given you the links. Uh, so please drop it into our website to check it out, whatever you need. I'm sure most people are on WhatsApp with us. So if you have any further questions, if you want to help or clarification, I've put the WhatsApp number again of Aarohi. Just ping us on that. And yeah, we meet every Saturday 5 to 6, so you can drop in as many time as you want to. And then we can talk more about it. If you are planning to visit, I've already given the link of the experience week. We also have an option of a half day visit for people staying close by, which is on a Thursday. If you want again a Thursday visit, I'm just sharing the link of our calendar. Look up the calendar and see which Thursday you may want to visit, and then you can visit that. Right? The calendar will also show you which weeks are available for stay weeks, so you can check the calendar out. Yeah, and we can maybe take a last question, or somebody has a thought. Anybody?
I have one question.
Yes, Deepika.
So there are mixed age group, I believe, in Aarohi. So is
Yes.
there any cross learning or group learning for kids where they do things together?
They are all the time doing things together. Please realize there are no classes or anything here.
Yes, yes, I understand that completely.
It's like a whole family. It's like a big joint family. Now there are no ages defined. A 5-year-old
Yes.
could be working with a 12-year-old, and together they could be working with a 35-year-old. How does it matter? So it is all the time a whole mixed bag uh, of learning, right? All the time, different ages doing different things. Whoever connects with whatever is happening, right? So it's nothing to do with age at all. And it's
Okay.
all open. Whoever decides to work with whomever works with that person. If let's say you come in, a 10-year-old, and you say, okay, I'm going to, let's say, make a sandcastle. For all you know, you want to make a sandcastle. Another child will say, hey, Deepika auntie, can I work with you? And then obviously you can say no. You can say, I want to do this all by myself, or you can say yes. In the same way, if a child is making a sandcastle, let's say a 10-year-old is making a whatever, big sandcastle, and you are interested, and you have to go and ask that child, can I work with you? And for all you know, he may say no. I want to do it myself. Or you may say, okay, come over. You can, okay. Or somebody may say, you can observe me, but please don't do it before me. Or he may say, okay, you can come and do it for me. So everything is very open, and each child forms his or her relationships, working teams. It's all very organic, all very fluid, all the time changing and working with different people and different things happening. Plus, there are a whole lot of things that you do here. You do, let's say, taking care of the campus and errands and chores of the campus. So we all, as I was telling you, we all kind of take care of the kitchen together, take care of cleaning toilets together, taking care of watering plants together. So that's also a time when you work with different people, because you could be in a team where you're working with another person who is at any age. So there is a lot of, yeah, it's just like the best example I can give you is a large joint family. Just a lot of people of different ages and a lot of dynamics happening.
Okay. So are there kids below 8-year-olds over there who come regularly and all?
No, I
Or
told you the regularly children are mostly 8 max, normally 9 plus.
okay,
Regular
okay,
children are 9 plus. Typically, younger children will come once in a 1 week in a month, if that's the option the parents have taken, or we have guests coming for a week.
okay, okay.
The regular children are all 9 plus, 9 to 21. The oldest
Oh,
is 21, the youngest is 9.
oh, oh, thanks.
Yeah. Okay, so I think we can pause for today. Thank you for joining me. And
Ratnesh, just one more if you can.
okay, sure.
Ratnesh, what prompted you to start Jagrati as well as this program, the entire Aarohi life?
I don't know if you missed the initial
Yeah, I
part.
missed it.
Yeah,
Actually,
yeah,
I
yeah.
joined.
I actually gave that whole journey of how we started and all of that. So what
Oh, okay.
prompted us was children only. We worked with all ages, right from toddlers to 2, 3, 4, to up to teenagers of 17, 18, 19, and all the ages we worked with for a few years. And that's when we realized that this is the kind of space they are wanting actually. Yeah, that is what they really want. Yes, we put them in schools. That's nothing wrong or right about it. But if you really ask them, that's the kind of space they want where they can exercise their powers, their decision making, their leadership. They're dying for that. So that's when we said, oh, if that's what they want, why can't we start that?
Okay.
And Jagrati is nothing but us sharing whatever we have learned from children about them. So in a way, we are the children, we are the disciples of the gurus, and the gurus are all the children whom we have worked with, and they have given us so many insights, which is what we will share with you in Jagrati. Yeah,
Thank you. Thanks a lot.
thank you. Okay, so thank you everybody. Bye bye. Have a nice weekend, and stay connected, and we'll see how we can support each other. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.